Welcome to a special Halloween episode of Big Easy Life. Prepare yourself for the gruesome and ghostly tale of the Sultan's Palace. The first report of this mysterious tale was in Charles Gaillard's 1867 book, History of Louisiana. It was a story entitled The Tree of the Dead. The current house at 716 Dauphine Street is unlikely the building in our tale, as it was built on the grounds of an older residence in 1836. But let's face it, if this story is true, I'd want to tear the building down and start over again also. It's said that sometime in the 1700s, a mysterious rich man sailed into New Orleans harbor and rented the home at the location where the house sits now. Since nobody knew the foreigners' names or had firm information on his background, the local gossips speculated amongst each other. It was whispered that the man was probably from somewhere in the Ottoman Empire and was either himself a Turkish sultan or the brother of the sultan. So, as tongues flapped and stories were told, they started referring to the mansion as the Sultan's Palace.
Is it time yet?
Not yet. It's not your cue. The Sultan had a long entourage and seemed to have endless supply of money to support his lifestyle of decadence. He moved his servants, harem, and eunuchs into the mansion. He decorated his surroundings with luxurious furnishings and opulent rugs. Although the stranger was not exactly laying low, he seemed to be paranoid about some impending danger because of his added bars to the windows, and he hired guards to regularly patrol the house. The Sultan could be heard having extravagant parties at his house, complete with loud music and strong incense. Exotic foods were shipped in to cater to his lavish tastes. This went on regularly in a town known for its indulgent soirees. The Sultan was making a name for himself.
Is it time yet?
Not yet. Almost. Stop being so impatient. The morning after one of these parties, neighbors thought the house was eerily quiet when a delivery man tried to make its daily delivery. No one answered, but it was reported that blood was seen oozing from under the doors. The local authorities became concerned and decided to break in. When they smashed through the front door, people were found decapitated. Bodies of the Sultan's harem, young women, eunuchs, and guards posed in a ghastly tableau. In the courtyard garden, a horrid sight was discovered. Sticking out of the ground was a single hand, fingers spread as if clawing for help. The Sultan was buried alive in his own courtyard garden. That's your cue.
Dun, dun, dun!
It was you?
Yes, it was me.
Thought so.
I killed him.
No one ever discovered who committed this crime, but locals suspect it was either pirates who robbed for the rich furnishings of the mansion, or the Sultan's brother who sent assassins to avenge some unknown transgression. It's known that the garden later sprouted a date tree native to Turkey that may have been planted as a further warning to those who wronged the Sultan. It must be always remembered that the location described in where the lavish and bloody murders took place actually exists. It's still a place of fear and disturbances. The city of New Orleans has a tumultuous existence with the dead, present company excepted, of course.
Yes.
There is no shortage of spirits and hauntings, and the Sultan's Palace is part of that deep history. The house behind us has reported paranormal activity throughout the centuries. There are several events that still occur. All of them seem connected to this brutal massacre. Often, tenants hear the faint sound of music from the Orient or whiffs of exotic incense in the air. There's also been numerous reports of phantom footsteps. Phantom footsteps? You?
There's still investigations going on at that house.
And the sounds of parties, as well as sightings of many of the Sultan's entourage moving from room to room. The moans that are heard in the empty rooms could be the pleasure of the harem girls or the rattle of their last breaths. I hope you've enjoyed this story from the Big Easy's haunted past. Reaper and I, Reaper,
Hello.
Little Easy, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to be with us today. Don't forget to visit our website at www.bigeasylife.org to get all of our latest videos, blog posts, and our merch store. And see our daily history moments on our social media platforms. Have a spooky Halloween, and as always, thanks for being part of our Big Easy Life.